showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Miami Hurricanes. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, this is one of the biggest matchups we can think of so far. Miami versus Ohio State, two of the most iconic programs in college football. Ohio State reeling after their early exit in the college football playoff last year. Miami coming off that national championship performance. Who will showcase what they can be in 2026? We'll keep you posted as the game goes on. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Canes headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Maybe some room here, and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Throw it, say it. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Tough to determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick. Slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field, and these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Some misdirection with the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. They'll run play action. It's caught. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
It's a good decision. The quarterback, the defense was blitzing, so he threw hot to his running back out on the perimeter of the field, but just a better job tackling by the defense to now set up fourth down.
Kick is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put the...
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fletcher. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Mensah unleashes one. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They need hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Fires toward the target. Got a man. It's Jackson. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Sayin. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Defense in press coverage. The run inside. It's Jackson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Sayin to throw. Here's the heat. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Now here's Saying. And they're not on the same page there.
He's done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down, everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Saying. It's complete on the right side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Fletcher. There's a crease. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. Defenders everywhere as he has stopped for a loss of 5. And the Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Sending out the offense to start this drive. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. There he goes. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Saying, here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack, back for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the ground, he's got it again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. He's there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. He's got it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing, say it. Makes the grab. Gets away from one, finds room. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Mensah to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Pocket breaking down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 8 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Wolverines with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Zings it complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious.
Here's a little room. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him.
Going over the top. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they get it down short of the first down marker.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Here's Sayin to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Trying play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. And let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
Quarterback making checks. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Throwing, Mensah. They'll run the screen. Runs through a man. He might have some space. The 40, the 30, the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Look out, he's got room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 30 might have a chance. The 20. He is in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Compton. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Mensah. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Hey, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Here we go. Ready, go. Dumps it off in the flats. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Say it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're facing a third down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Gets it to the back. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Sayin, under fire, and they got him.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Sayin on the play action. Fires to the right. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. The play action fake. Quickly complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about it.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Buckeye! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got a man in the middle. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after
finding some room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And they're able to make the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Goes to the option. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's Mensah to throw. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Ohio State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick 6 right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Got enough for the first. At the 45 on his way. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. And that is how we will wrap this one up.